Speaker, I have a request for statement on the plight of farmers in Nzoia and other sugar companies countrywide. I just want to issue a caveat that I requested for this statement before the report from the Committee on Agriculture on the stakeholder engagement at Mabanga. And Chair, I don't understand why. You know, I've already been removed from the Public Accounts Committee, but I've not been added to the Agriculture Committee. Why is it more efficient to remove people than to add people to WhatsApp groups? I don't understand. Speaker, I rise pursuant to standing
order. Senator Fernandi. The honourable member is simply seeking to be added to his new role. You may proceed, honourable
Thank
Senator.
you, Speaker, for that protection. Speaker, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53-1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Agriculture, Livestock and Fisheries on a matter of countrywide concern regarding the plight of sugarcane farmers at Nzoia Sugar Company in Bungoma County and across other sugar companies nationwide. Mr. Speaker, sugarcane farmers continue to face historical arrears, delayed payments, corruption in access to harvesting permits, and poor welfare support. These persistent challenges, particularly at the Nzoia Sugar Company, where farmers and residents who are major stakeholders in the well-being of the facility have been forced to resort to regular protests due to despondency, eroded livelihoods, and undermined confidence in the sustainability of the factory. Such is the plight of the contracted cane farmers across the sugar sector countrywide. In the statement, the committee should address the following. Number one, when perennial arrears and delayed payments to sugarcane farmers will be cleared and the measures in place to guarantee timely future disbursements. Secondly, how regulatory oversight will ensure leaseholders remain responsive to community, farmer and employee needs, including fair labor practices and adequate remuneration. Thirdly, the steps being taken to eliminate corruption in the issuance of cane harvesting permits and ensure equitable access for contracted farmers. And lastly, Honourable Speaker, how the welfare of local communities who donated land for the factories and estates will be safeguarded, ensuring they benefit from improved milling, jobs and sustainable development. Speaker, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53-1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Justice, Legal Affairs and Human Rights and Foreign Relations on a matter of nationwide concern regarding the voting rights of serving police and other security officers. Mr. Speaker, Article 38 of the Constitution of Kenya 2010 guarantees every citizen the right to make political choices, including the right to vote by secret ballot in a free, fair and regular election. However, during elections, thousands of police officers and other security personnel are deployed away from their registered polling stations to provide security services, effectively denying them the opportunity to exercise this fundamental constitutional right. With advancements in electoral technology and the existing mechanisms that facilitate voting by Kenyans in the diaspora, it is imperative that appropriate arrangements be explored to ensure that serving security officers deployed outside their registered polling stations are not disenfranchised solely by virtue of their official duties. In the statement, the committee should address the following: the legal, policy and administrative measures being undertaken by the State Law Office in collaboration with the IEBC and other relevant agencies to ensure that the police and other security officers deployed away from their registered polling stations are able to exercise their constitutional right to vote. Number two, the measures to guarantee that security officers exercising their right to vote freely, fairly and by secret ballot without intimidation, coercion or undue influence from the chain of command or any other person. And finally, whether the security officers required to travel to their registered polling stations to vote will be provided with adequate logistical and administrative support, including transport and sufficient time off duty to enhance voter participation without compromising election security. Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Speaker, I want to thank both you and the Senator Chute for your indulgence that I go first. And I always appreciate the CS for Lands who come into the Senate to answer questions from the people that we represent. So it's question number 64. Could the Cabinet Secretary disclose the current ownership status of a parcel of land number LR 209/4401 in Buruburu, Makadara constituency, where Martin Luther Primary School is situated, and indicate the total acreage of the said parcel? Secondly, could the Cabinet Secretary provide details on any leases, grants, allocation, subdivision or other land transactions undertaken in respect of the said parcel of land from 1957 to date? Lastly, what actions has the Ministry taken in respect of the reported complaints by the Board of Management of the Martin Luther Primary School regarding encroachment on the parcel and attempts by certain persons to grab the piece of land. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable CS, you may respond.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. This morning, the question raised by the Honorable Senator Edwin Sifuna, Senator for Nairobi County, relating to Martin Luther Primary School here in Nairobi. Honorable Speaker, I have put in a written response to the question. The question has 3 parts, as read out just now by the Honorable Senator. I will go straight to respond as written, Honorable Speaker, with your permission. And I appreciate that previously I have requested to be excused because of other duties that have come into conflict with the request by Senate to be here, and therefore it's not deliberate keeping away from my duty to come and respond. And therefore, Honorable Speaker, the particular question relates to parcel number 209/4401, and this parcel, Honorable Speaker, relates to various parcels. And what we are saying is that the parcel is within the Nairobi City County. It was registered, this particular parcel, because it's a bigger parcel than where the primary school is, was registered in favor of City Council of Nairobi on 23rd March 1956. And it was for a term of 9 years. In 1953, there had been planning for this particular land. The measurement is 104 acres or 42.31 hectares. Therefore, that tells the Senate or this plenary that the land is big and is well delineated on survey plan number 55114, and I have annexed the survey map, Honorable Speaker. I want to say, Honorable Speaker, that the City Council of Nairobi, now the Nairobi City County, which was responsible for planning, surveying, and subsequent allocation of the resultant subplots, because the parcel has been subdivided, and therefore the beneficiaries include public institutions. If, Honorable Speaker, maybe I make reference to the survey plan, it obviously shows various parcels. Among those parcels, therefore, then there is the Martin Luther Primary School, and the parcels are numbered between 3 to 882. Therefore, we can talk about 880 parcels, and the title for the larger parcel is attached. I've also endeavored to attach the PDP, the development plan, as Annexure 2, and that Annexure 2 clearly shows where the primary school is. I believe I have Honorable Speaker, I'm suffering from Yes. From site issues, Honorable Speaker, it is marked in green. The size of the school. No, thank you. Thank you very much for your kindness. Honorable Speaker, the size of that parcel that is marked green, and I can always clarify. I wish to state as follows that.
Yes, in fact, I do, Honorable Speaker. I'm sure I'm not the only one in the House who's been left more confused by the responses when we began. Honorable Speaker, I want the CS to know there is a reason why the school administration do not trust them. There's a reason. In just the last 3 weeks, there was, I don't know if the CS is aware, there was an attack by goons at the school. We have had 3 head teachers in the last 2 years, and they are very aged, of course, Honorable Speaker, given the circumstances. And I would want to advise the CS that there's a reason why these people come to the elected representatives. If you wanted engagements with them, you should have done it through my office, and I'm sure we would have made progress. But I want to be very, very specific, Honorable CS. You have established that there was an error, that the school was there before this allocation was made to the BT. I think what you should be telling this House is that we, as a Senate, together with your ministry, should go to the ground and ascertain the facts. If these people have never been on occupation, the lawyers in the House will tell you about adverse possession. You cannot lay to claim to a property that you have never occupied. I think in the public interest, why is it not possible for your ministry to cancel that title for Thabiti so that the school can continue to operate in the space that it has always operated? I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable CS, you may respond.
I believe the Honorable Senator, Honorable Speaker, is in a better place by way of the response I've given. One, the school did not have a title, and have prepared and done processes to prepare a title measuring 8.44 acres. So that is a step that I have made following this question when I made necessary records interrogation. Number 2, I have said that I have found that there was a title, another title, and the school did not seem to understand, one, that they did not have a title at all. They have not engaged my office. And the fact that you are saying I should have come through your office, I think, Honorable Speaker, the normal processes by the ministry have been undertaken, and I am not saying we will not get to the school. All I'm saying is that I needed more time, and we will be looking at that. I will not be able to commit here that I will cancel the title. What I will commit to do is to understand how the two seem to have, a title seemed to have been issued by the commissioner, and it is not for yesterday. And therefore, Honorable Speaker, it's better that I make full disclosure. Whenever I have made good attempt to even cancel title, which is fraudulently issued, and maybe I have a DCI report. I'm not saying there is one in this particular matter, but I have faced litigation, including Tom Boyer. I'm facing litigation in court because obviously the courts don't agree that I have the authority as the Cabinet Secretary to cancel a title without an order of the court. So basically what we need to see is what gap could have existed before the title was issued if the school at that time was on the ground. And therefore, I don't think there is any confusion. So far, the school, in my view, sits at a better place because I've issued a title for what is possible to issue, and then we deal with the balance of the land that's already having another title. And therefore, considering the time this question came, processes of cancellation of title are also legal processes, and if you have to have proper grounds to be able to proceed. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.